Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
If Keir Starmer has any sense of decency, he must back away from Labour's latest cruel and shameful broken promise. First they came for Jewish people, then women, then the elderly. Now Labour, the new nasty party, is threatening our animals. The planned Brexit reset could force the UK to U-turn on animal welfare protections as the Prime Minister scrabbles to bolster food trade with the EU. Experts have suggested the government could be forced to reverse its live animal exports ban as well as scrap plans to outlaw the import of foie gras. Labour, who last year pledged to introduce the biggest boost in animal welfare for a generation in a bid to end the horrific levels of cruelty animals suffer, breaking a manifesto promise. Who'd have thought it? A vote for Labour, we were told, was a vote to end animal suffering. And yet here we are. Britain, for all its foibles, is a nation of animal lovers. We should be leading the way in animal rights, not careering backwards. If Keir Starmer reneges on animal welfare, it's a betrayal too far. This is a party that has broken promise after promise, a wolf clad in Lord Ali-sponsored sheep's clothing. The PM has expressed his desire to bring the country closer to Europe, making the veterinary deal his top priority. Such a deal would reduce the red tape associated with food, including meat and dairy, passing in and out of the EU. While the production of foie gras has been banned in the UK for 10 years, a legal loophole means restaurants and businesses can import it from countries where barbaric force-feeding is permissible. A reminder, foie gras is made by a process known as gavage. Millions of poor ducks and geese are killed in the most horrific manner. Force-fed grain using a funnel to shovel it down their little, constricted throats to unnaturally swell their livers to many times normal size. If only we could export labor as easily as we can seemingly import this cruel practice. The UK's ban on the export of live animals, such as cattle, sheep, and pigs for fattening and slaughter, another abhorrent exercise in cruelty, was introduced by the Tories and came into force in January. It has been touted as a key benefit of Brexit because EU rules prevented such a ban between member states. Sir Keir, if he has any decency, will draw a red line in negotiations and not renege on his promise to these beautiful, innocent creatures, ones who do not deserve to be treated the way they are just to fill burgers. If I had it my way, all battery farming would be banned. Sure, animals don't have a voice, they can't vote, but we can. Sure, it might add another 45p to the price of eggs at a time when many families don't have anything left to spare. But money taken from industrial livestock farming and plowed back into ethical British farming communities would be a win-win. Let's not forget the gazillions of your money Labour blew the last time it was in office, including £50 million to promote ballet, £38.4 million for gypsy encampments, and £1.3 billion on reducing poverty in Asia. Labour, a party which struggles to identify what a woman is and encourage the elderly to wear an extra jumper in winter, urgently needs to rebuild trust. Sure, animals don't have a voice, they can't vote. But we can. Sir Keir, a man who promises to be a man of principle, must show us that he really is. From some of the reviews of Meghan Markle, Sussex's new Netflix show, you'd think she'd murdered children and puppies. She hadn't, she just fronted a mind-numbingly dull, pointless and saccharine series. Although, doubtless, had she killed anyone, she'd have been sure to sprinkle a few flowers over the corpse. Anyway, her latest perceived crime is to have taken a cute snap of daughter Lilibet on a boat with Prince Harry, minus a life jacket, and posted it on Instagram. The 3-year-old is wrapped up safe in the arms of her dad, who, for his many faults, is unquestionably a loyal, devoted, and very fun dad. Clearly, little Lily isn't sinking anytime soon. But that didn't stop the trolls from coming out in force. Irresponsible, cringe, insane, honestly horrible, the law doesn't apply to them, etc., they blasted from behind their keyboards. And where are the kids of these village idiots? Are they enjoying sunshine holidays and unique experiences on beautiful coastlines, surrounded by two multi-millionaire, loving, Californian-dwelling parents? Or are they, like their parents, behind a screen living a very small life? It was good to see the permanently cheated-on Annie Kilner doing her bit for the sisterhood during International Women's Day. Kyle Walker's much put-upon other half, who keeps threatening to leave the AC Milan philanderer, left, but never quite seems to manage it, reverted to her married name to promote her new jewelry collection on Instagram. Taking to her stories, she modeled a diamond bracelet with a caption reading, "Demure, founded by Annie Walker and Sophie Haynes. Bloody foreigners, they're invading our game shows and our dog shows." With recent seasons of Britain's Got Talent featuring endless contestants from overseas, now Crufts has been won by an Italian. A whippet from Venice called Miuccia was named Best in Show, beating 18,000 other furry contestants at Birmingham's NEC and scooping £200 prize money in the process. Where's the EDL English Dog League when you need it? ANDRAWTATE is a vile, misogynistic man. Beyond that, he's a dangerous one. Crossbow killer Kyle Clifford committed his triple murder after downloading Tate's hate-spreading podcast the previous day. Tate's influence, particularly on impressionable young men, is on a par with terror and must be treated as such. I'm honestly bemused as to why more people aren't commenting on the fact young Cruz Beckham is basically dating his mother circa 2002, if she'd had a fringe. Stunning 29-year-old Jackie Apostle even wore a Victoria Beckham silk dress to attend her doppelganger's show at Paris Fashion Week on Friday. Uncanny.